We have all met up in Oslo, Norway's capital, and we spend a few days exploring the city before we start the walking leg of our Scandinavian adventure. We have all flown into Stavanger and we're about to head off to explore Preikestolen, the most spectacular lookout in Norway.
Don't wake me now.
2, 3, 4.
This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. This is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. I howled at the moon with friends, and then the sun came crashing in. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. But all the possibilities, no limits, just epiphanies. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back. Whoa, I'm never gonna give it up. No, just don't wake me now.
Most people I know think that I'm crazy, and I know at times I act a little hasty, but if that's my way, and you should know it, then in every way help me to show it. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
We spend the night in the Hovden chalet, and after another great dinner followed by an excellent breakfast, we travel by bus and ferry on our way to Bergen, one of the oldest and prettiest cities in Norway. We decide to catch the funicular railway to the famous Fløyen folk restaurant for dinner. It's a travel day today and we drive through one of the longest tunnels in Norway. We visit a Stav church and call in at Guttorm's mother's house to get Adam some more trekking poles before we arrive at Knut's house for an excellent afternoon tea. We have moved on to start the Beseggen Ridge Walk from Jendesheim to Memmerubu, one of the most spectacular walks in Norway.
She once had me. She showed me her room. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on the road, biding my time, drinking her wine.
Early next morning we catch a boat to Gendebu, where we start the optional 28-kilometre walk to Spittestolen. We finally make it into the mountain hut at Spittestulen. We have a great night's sleep and the next morning an even better breakfast as we set out to tackle Galtopiggen, the highest peak in Norway.
Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small, and the fears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No light, no road, no rules for me.
After 2 nights at Spittestulen, we send our luggage ahead to Ness and start a beautiful 2-day walk.
Let it go. I am one with the wind and sky. Let it go. Let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stand, and here I stay. Let the storm rage on. My power flurries through the air into the ground. My soul is spiraling in frozen fractals all around. And one thought crystallizes like an icy blast. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. Let it go, let it go. When I rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, let it go. That perfect girl is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
From Ness, we drive to the Jostedalen Glacier Centre before a short boat ride to the face of Europe's largest glacier.
Come and see the real thing, come and see the real thing, come and see. Come and see the real thing, come and see the real thing, come and see. There's a meaning there, but the meaning there doesn't really mean a thing. Come and see the real thing, come and see the real thing, come and see.
We take the opportunity to visit one more Stav church, then that night we say goodbye to Guttrum, and the next morning he drives us up to Trondheim where we catch the Hurtigruten ferry to the magnificent Lofoten Islands.
I am sailing home again, across the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. I am flying. I am flying.
After leaving the Hurtigruten, we travel to Nussfjord for dinner, then check into our accommodation in the heritage-listed Nussfjord Roburs. The next day we set out on an easy day walk to start exploring the magnificent Lofoten Islands.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. You know you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. You can count on me 'cause I can count on you.
We finish our boat tour of Trollfjord, then we head back to our Roburs at Svolvær. We stay one more night, and after another excellent Norwegian breakfast, we catch the bus to Narvik, where we spend our last night in Norway.
Here we are, and here we are, and here we go. Waterborne, and we're hitting the road. Here we go, rocking all over the world. Giddy up and get away. We're going crazy.
We leave the train in Jalavari, we collect some Swedish krona and catch the bus to Ritsum, where we'll start our walking tour of Laponia.
And I like it, 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 la la la, here we go, rocking all over the world.
After a long boat ride across a huge lake, we arrive at one of the largest semi-settlements in Laponia, where we're treated to a traditional dinner. We have time to explore around the village before we continue to our cabin for the night. Our Laponian sojourn is almost over, but when Christian's uncle arrives from the village on the other side of the lake, they give us another insight into semi-culture before we head to our cabin for the night. We arrive at Kebnekaise mountain station and have a briefing for the optional climb to Mount Kebnekaise, the highest peak in Sweden.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean you're more. What doesn't kill you makes a fire. Footsteps even lighter. Doesn't mean I'm older because you're gone. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, stronger. Just me, myself, and I. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when love you're gone. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, stronger. Just me, myself, and I. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone.
We leave the mountain station the next morning to head out on the last 5 days of our Kungsleden walk.
Whispering our goodbyes, waiting for the train. I was dancing with my baby in the summer rain. I can hear him saying nothing will change. Come dance with me, baby, in the summer rain. I remember the rain on his skin and his kisses harder than the sun and the winds. Whispering our goodbyes, waiting for the train. I was dancing with my baby in the summer rain. I remember laughing till we almost cried there at the station that night. I remember looking in his eyes. Oh my love, it's you that I dream of. Oh my love, since that day, somewhere in my heart I'm always dancing with you in the summer rain. Doesn't matter what I do now, doesn't matter what I say. Somewhere in my heart I'm always dancing with you in the summer rain.
We reach our cabin for the night, and while we're doing our chores, Miria is baking Lynn a birthday cake.
Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
On the final day of our Kungsleden walk, we pass rugged marble cliffs as we make our way to the Abisko trailhead to complete another of the world's classic walks. Our friend Bengt from Swedish Tourism has arranged to fly the Aussie flag to greet us as we reach the Abisko tourist station.